What it do, YouTube? It is your boy, Main Time of MPC, the gang. And right now, I'm about to react again. Today, I'm about to do some nostalgia, some shit I've been wanting to do for a minute. And it's not even nostalgia, but it's nostalgia if you went through COVID-19 and you didn't have a small business. But a lot of these people faked like they had small businesses and got them PPP loans, you feel me? I want to see him get caught. So that's what we finna watch. We finna watch 18 minutes of PPP loan scammers getting caught. Number one. Before we get into this, I need y'all to go through those three things that I like. What are those three things? I thought you'd never ask. I need you to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'm sorry if it looked like I flipped you off. I was not trying to flip off my viewers because I love y'all too much. But y'all still ain't got us 25K and we trying to get there soon. So you might need that middle finger. Let's go and get into this video. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
And now to what's being called a multi-million-dollar scheme to defraud the feds. A man accused of using money meant for small businesses to buy this mansion in Central Florida, along with other luxury items. He got away with it for a while, but now he's been indicted.
The scheme helped him land millions from the PPP program, and Calvin's in the newsroom with the details.
Well, we've heard the story before. The man is accused of lying about his business, saying it had hundreds of employees with an average monthly payroll of nearly $3 million. But federal investigators say none of that was true. A federal grand jury has returned this indictment charging Don Cisternino of defrauding the federal government out of $7.2 million in COVID-19 relief funds. According to allegations in the indictment, Cisternino is accused of lying about his New York-based consulting company to get millions of dollars in payroll protection plan funds. Investigators say during 2019 and 2020, the company had few or no employees other than Cisternino and his girlfriend. According to the indictment, in April 2020, the Bradenton man submitted a fraudulent PPP loan application, including false supporting documents and bank statements. The application says the company had more than 400 employees. Charging documents indicate of the $7.2 million the couple received, more than $3 million of it went to this mansion. Property records show Cisternino and his girlfriend purchased the home in July 2020. The 12-acre estate boasts a British-style pub theater, 7 bedrooms, a tennis court, and a 5-stall horse barn. Investigators say it was paid for with PPP loan money. The grand jury indictment also claims a trail of evidence reveals Cisternino spent thousands of dollars on pricey vehicles like a Maserati, Lincoln Navigator, and a Mercedes-Benz, all in a span of months in 2020. And Cisternino has been indicted on 2 counts of wire fraud, 3 counts of aggravated identity theft, and 3 counts of illegal monetary transaction. Louis, back to you.
You know what they say, karma never forgets an address. All right, thank you, Calvin.
A Houston man has pleaded guilty to fraudulently obtaining $1.56 million in PPP loans.
So this is one of many cases of PPP fraud, leaving some business owners who need the money out of luck. Here's our consumer reporter, Heather Sullivan.
A Lamborghini, a Rolex watch, a Ford F-350. Those are just some of the things that a Houston man bought after fraudulently obtaining a $1.6 million PPP loan. Money that was intended to help businesses survive the pandemic.
It looked like you've already gotten a loan, and I said I haven't. They said, well, look like you're on your second round to get a second loan. And I was like, I was like, are you serious?
Sheree Young says she learned someone had taken out $40,000 in PPP loans in her name, preventing her from getting a loan for her wine and marketing businesses and charity organizations.
As a person like me that really needed the funds at the time and couldn't get the funds. So, I had to go and, like I say, take money from my savings.
The Department of Justice says it has prosecuted more than 100 defendants for fraudulent PPP loans. Lee Price III of Houston just pled guilty to fraudulently obtaining $1.6 million in PPP loans, buying a Lamborghini Urus, a Ford F-350, and a Rolex, using the name of someone who died. A University of Texas report suggests 1 in 6 PPP loans is suspicious, but the Small Business Administration says it's much lower.
In the case of PPP, it's less than 0.5% of loans we even suspect were ineligible.
And that the vast majority are helping real businesses.
Here in Houston, we were averaging about 1,300 PPP loans every single day to small businesses, about $85 million every business day during COVID. So there were 350,000 businesses, give or take, that got those loans.
Meantime, Young says she's had to work for months to clean up her credit report.
I've had to write all three credit bureaus and have locks put on my accounts. So every time something happens, I get an email or an alert to my phone letting me know that someone is trying to do something.
The SBA says 33% of PPP loan recipients are still eligible to have those loans forgiven. Plus, there are a number of loans and grants still available to help businesses that are struggling, including the new Harris County business grants. I have links to help you apply for all of these on Sullivan Smart Sense on Fox26Houston.com. Heather Sullivan, Fox 26 News.
Well, new here at 11, this Davenport couple is accused of trying to defraud the government out of more than $5 million in COVID relief money. According to court records, the couple spent some of that money gambling at casinos, purchasing designer handbags, and they paid off their 2017 BMW. As Fox 13's Jordan Bowen reports, this isn't the first time that one of those defendants has been charged with fraud.
For some struggling businesses, COVID relief funds can be a lifeline. But feds say the businesses under 44-year-old Julio Lugo and 37-year-old Rosenide Vinnett not only weren't struggling, but weren't even real. Attorney Anthony Rickman, who isn't associated with the case, says the real victim is the taxpayer.
Businesses are failing. Businesses are struggling. This money was set aside for legitimate businesses. These two defendants, through their conspiracy and through their fraud, submitted multiple applications for businesses that didn't exist.
According to court records, beginning in March of 2020, the couple used their home IP address to submit at least 70 false and fraudulent loan applications seeking funds from the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP. As a result, the couple, along with some close family members, fraudulently obtained more than $1.6 million in loan money.
Not only did they just profit from it, but
I'm gonna say this right now, bro. That way the world can know. I still live at home with my sister, bro. If you see somebody with my name on it and it's not me, and it's got a valid picture of me on it, whatever, I did not approve. I do not approve. Take that motherfucker to jail. Take that punk ass motherfucker to jail. They deserve it. I hope you put them in gym pop and they booty taken. They booty. I hope we put them in gym pop and get their booty snatched. Fuck them niggas. Cause that's something about to take my fucking identity. Fuck them. Fuck them. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. I wish you would. I wish you would. I'm gonna wish all negative shit happen to you. And I'm gonna pray for you too. I'm gonna pray to God for forgiveness for you. Because I forgive you, but he won't. Trust me. He don't. I don't play that shit. I got it mixed up. He gonna forgive you, but I won't. Trust me. You taking out my pocket. You taking out my cheese, my cheddar. Fuck you. With a capital F. Now put that on my daddy. Never.
The way and manner in which they did was brazen, was bold.
Some of the most damning evidence includes these video stills taken from a video Lugo uploaded to Facebook. In it, Lugo and Vinnett can be seen in a hotel room littered with $100 bills, several items from Louis Vuitton, and a $5,000 watch. In addition to the video, the couple is accused of spending $47,000 to pay off a 2017 BMW 7 Series sedan, spending $49,000 at casinos, and another $13,000 spent at weight loss centers. All purchases the feds say were made with COVID relief funds. The couple was arrested Thursday. At the time, Lugo was still on supervised probation for a tax fraud case from 2015.
Looking at the amount of loss, the number of charges, I do anticipate both of these defendants doing a significant amount of time in federal prison.
Reporting in Tampa, Jordan Bowen, Fox 13 News.
The owner of a tax preparation company in Dallas pleaded guilty to defrauding the COVID-19 relief program of millions that was meant to help struggling business owners. What's more, he was already going to prison for 6 years for a previous tax fraud conviction. Fox 4's David Centendry joins us live tonight with these details. David.
Yeah, Steve, we're talking about millions of dollars that was supposed to go to small businesses that were struggling, but instead one local accountant tried to help himself.
Greedy ass bastards. That's what they is.
A 43-year-old Liberian national pleaded guilty Tuesday to orchestrating a fraud scheme to get more than $23 million in money that was supposed to help small businesses struggling during the pandemic, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Texas.
Criminals can be around any corner.
Stephen Jalul, seen here on his Facebook
ignorant and fucking greedy
page, is an accountant. The listed address for his business is inside this North Dallas office building. A recent home address is at this apartment complex in Garland, where neighbors say he drove fancy cars and wore high-end clothing. Some we spoke with off camera suspected he was up to something shady. Others
had no idea. I'll tell you what, it takes all kinds of people.
Here's what happened. The federal government.
I'm gonna say this: if you drive a nice car and you living inside of an apartment complex, you doing shady business. Cause why the fuck is you living in an apartment complex, driving a BMW, a Bentley, or anything like that, and especially if it's a newest model? Why who the fuck? Why? That shit shady as hell. You look shady. The way you moving is shady. The way you living is shady. I wouldn't trust you. I wouldn't trust you at all. That's just me. You know, your first mind, your first thought, and your first gut. Hey, I trust it all. I ain't fucking with none of y'all. I don't know you.
It's rolled out $350 billion in forgivable PPP loans during the pandemic. It was meant to help struggling businesses pay and keep employees.
I'm not
Defense, however, say Jalul, after his arrest last fall, admitted while working as an accountant to inflating the number of employees businesses had so they could get more money from the government. Federal prosecutors say he tried to get $23 million on behalf of more than 160 clients. 97 of those loans were approved, and his clients were awarded $12 million. He was paid nearly $1 million in fees.
You know, I hope he gets what he deserves. Because it was a pandemic, and you've got folks that are, you know, trying to keep their heads above water.
The thing is, this is not his first run-in with the law. He pleaded guilty to tax crimes in January 2020 and was on pre-trial release when he committed the PPP crimes, according to a criminal complaint.
I would never have known that.
Now he's facing up to 10 years in prison.
And I'm going to say this too, bro. Just because you see what I got right here, I got this whole setup, that don't mean I got some money. Man, I'm still broke. I'm broker than I was the day I bought this shit. And I didn't even use my money to buy this shit. I used a firm and I had to pay over time with this shit. You feel me? I had to pay over time with this shit. And I just paid it off. I just paid this whole setup off. These monitors, this Mac, this fucking trackpad, this Stream Deck, these controllers. I've been had the PS5 and the controllers, I ain't gonna lie. These speakers. What else? The desk. It was mainly just a desk and a computer, really. And the microphone. And this thing right here. Yeah, bruh. Just because I had this shit don't mean I got money. I'm broke. I have $0. I'm still struggling check to check. I want to hit the lotto if I can. Shit, I'm playing a lottery right now, bro. And if I hit that shit, I swear to God, you wouldn't know I hit it, but there will be signs. There will definitely be signs. And you wouldn't know where the fuck I am unless you are where I am. I'm just keeping it a bean with you. I'll keep it a bean with you.
Prison. Some of his neighbors can't help but think of the businesses that actually deserved and needed that money.
Some snake coming along, you know, taking money that could be theirs rightfully.
Jalul is awaiting sentencing, but many people at home might be asking, well, what happens to that $12 million from here?
Goes right
so
back
I reached
to the
out
government.
to the DOJ. They say that it's really up to the...
And how much you want to bet all this money that they accumulated through PPP went back into the government when Biden was in office? And Biden gave all that money that they got back away to fucking Ukraine. Knowing damn well our tax money is still in the United States. They're not going to say that. They just got to sit to the side. Who's to say that? Got to think. It was a lot of money given out for that PPP loan fraud. They had to print a whole lot of new money. Where all that old money go? Because I know it's just sitting. All that money they got back from these PPP loan frauds. And it was millions on top of millions. And they gave that shit away to fight a war that we weren't even supposed to be in. Fuck that shit. Like I said, fuck these people.
The Small Business Administration, if these businesses need to return any of that money they were awarded. And then I asked the DOJ, do any of these businesses, is there any indication they may have known that they were accepting some of this money fraudulently? The DOJ says at this time it can only refer us to its indictment, and right now those details aren't provided. Steve, back to you.
That's just fucking greedy as hell, bro. That's greedy as a motherfucker. That's so greedy, bro. Not only is it that, it's pathetic and demonic too, bro. Because why the fuck do you need all that damn money right now, off rip? You acting like you hitting a lotto. Y'all trying to ball like these people that y'all see, knowing damn well they probably broke as me. Shit. I wish I had that much money, bro. Boy, you wouldn't catch me in the United States. I'll be gone. Fuck this shit.
I'm Elizabeth Matthews. Here in Joliet, Operation PPP targeted county jail inmates who falsified PPP loan applications and received thousands of dollars, some even using that money to bond out of jail. The police chief here says this operation will help put them back in jail and will help reduce gun violence and drug trafficking in his city. 25 Will County Jail inmates already locked up for weapons and drug felony cases are now facing charges like wire fraud and theft.
Some of the targets bonded out on their felony cases days after receiving their fraudulent PPP loan.
Operation PPP began in November of last year. Detectives began to compare names on Paycheck Protection Program loans to names of inmates facing felonies, which should have disqualified them from the financial assistance. So far, 15 of them have been charged. Police are still looking for these 10.
The majority of them also use their home address. So we did several periodic spot checks on the residence. It just looked like a residence.
For example, Maria Beach and Adrian Clark, locked up during the pandemic for unrelated gun offenses. From their cell, they applied for and received PPP loans. Maria claimed to run a barber shop from this home in Rockdale. Adrian claimed to run a barber shop from an apartment in this Joliet house. Maria received nearly $21,000 in federal loans. Adrian, who has a history with Joliet police, got 2 PPP loans for the same barbershop location, totaling $42,000. Both are now part of the 15 locked up again. Joliet police had help from U.S. Marshals, the Will County State's Attorney's Office, Department of Labor, and Homeland Security.
These PPP loans, that if they're obtaining them fraudulently, they're taking that money out of the businesses in our local area that actually need them.
The acting special agent in charge for Chicago's Homeland Security Office says this type of PPP loan fraud has been happening across the country. In Joliet, Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.
And tonight, after a former Phoenix cop was arrested, accused of stealing COVID relief money. Good evening, I'm Zach Crenshaw.
And I'm Katie Rammel. The ABC 15 investigators found links between her criminal case and 4 others, resulting in millions of dollars of fraudulently obtained federal loans.
Only on ABC 15, investigator Melissa Blasius breaking down the indictments outlining their alleged crimes.
Neighbors said they felt safer knowing a Phoenix cop lived on the block.
Big smile all the time,
super friendly neighbor.
But now former officer Tony Richardson is accused of stealing from them. In fact, from all Americans. According to this federal indictment, she's accused of fraudulently obtaining Paycheck Protection Program loans for 83 fictitious employees for a business called the Lotto Club. This is the business's website, but the Lotto Club's office was empty when we went Wednesday night. The ABC 15 investigators uncovered when Richardson was indicted for alleged PPP loan fraud, so were 6 other interconnected people in a total of 5 cases, totaling nearly $7.4 million in loans, taxpayer money that was supposed to help small businesses pay employees and keep their doors open. Instead, prosecutors say it was inappropriately funneled into the defendant's bank accounts. Tony Richardson is indicted in just one case involving the Lotto Club, but her co-defendant Willie Blue Mitchell, seen here in this prior ABC 15 story, was also indicted last month in 3 more PPP loan fraud cases for businesses Sigma Cuts School of Beauty, Sigma Cuts Medical Training Academy, and UCCAN. One of Mitchell's co-defendants in some of these cases is Sean Swaringer. He's indicted with his wife in another PPP loan case for a company called Cryotherapy for Veterans.
Look here, they flipped around the sign. This was cryotherapy for veterans.
Friday, the ABC 15 investigators went to several addresses that were supposed to be tied to these businesses.
It's bone dry.
We found they had cleared out or were locked up and empty.
Camera there.
Neighbors say they saw law enforcement agents several days ago at this South Phoenix house linked to Willie Blue Mitchell. No one came to the door.
Good. My name is Melissa. I'm with ABC 15.
And when we tried to track down Sean Swaringer and his wife at a different cryotherapy business,
they're unavailable at the moment.
The ABC 15 investigators still trying to find the co-defendants to hear their explanation on the loans and their connections to each other. Investigator Melissa Blasius, ABC 15, Arizona.
The deputy appeared before a sentencing hearing after pleading guilty to a PPP loan fraud.
He appeared ashamed as he faced the judge, and Local 10 was there as well as he walked out. Roy Ramos is joining us live. He's in downtown Miami with more on what happened inside that courtroom. Roy.
Christy and Louie, as I sat in the courtroom, I could hear that defendant tell the judge he was embarrassed. Never did he imagine being in the situation that he was in. And he asked that judge to think of him as a father of 4, someone who has served this community for 7 years and not as a criminal.
Hey, Jean-Pierre, is there anything you'd like to say about the sentencing?
No answers to my questions as 35-year-old Jean-Pierre Toussaint walked out of a Miami-Dade federal courthouse with his wife and relatives by his side. This just moments after he was sentenced to 2 years probation in order to pay restitution of more than $20,000.
My client was already paying the restitution back. He was already paying the loan back.
It's been more than 4 months since Pierre Toussaint was just one of 17 Broward Sheriff deputies and detention deputies who were indicted on wire fraud charges after the government said they fraudulently applied for and received funds from the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP loan. Investigators said the group jointly received more than $500,000 in funds.
He is a very good person who made a mistake.
And it's that mistake.
I can't take none of these motherfuckers serious, bro. I can't take none of their ass serious, bro. I can't take none of them serious, bro. I can't take them serious. I just can't, bro.
Mistake now costing them in more ways than one as they are sentenced. 23-year veteran with BSO Derek Nesbitt sentenced to 5 years probation in order to pay a $1,000 fine. Others given a stiffer punishment with a restitution upwards of $30,000. While we learned some of the defendants pled guilty, others have chosen to take their cases to trial, but all losing the privilege of being officers of the law.
I think that he is just happy and grateful to be able to be with his family and move on from this.
So 4 of the 17 defendants have been sentenced. None of them have been sentenced to prison, despite the maximum punishment for wire fraud being 20 years behind bars.
So none of them got actual jail time. They just got probation. They just got probation. That's stupid. Why the fuck would you give these folks probation? Lock their stupid asses up. Yeah, that's all it was. Majority of the money, bruh. Keep it a bean. Imagine thinking you got away scot-free. For real, for real. I like that one. I'm just gonna say this, bro, and how I feel about it right now. The government been fucking up since the government been around. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, bro. Fuck it. The government does not want small businesses to even exist. They want the businesses that are already thriving, such as the major corporations, to only flourish. The small businesses are the backbone of this country, bro. I gotta cut my damn lip, bro. America, do better. I like this video, and if I liked it, I know that you liked it. So go and hit the like button, share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and drop a comment which one we react to next, and hit that post notification bell to get notified every time that I post. And I'm gonna holler at you in the next video. I'm done making videos for today. This is it. I'm done. It's over. It's over for today. I'm out. Deuces. Ooses.